Hello and welcome to another video on Shopify theme development. So now that I know what is this, okay, which it shapes the online store experience for merchants and customers using web technologies, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, JSON, and liquid files. So this is an activity that theme developers can, or the activity that the theme developers can do are, or they can create a theme to meet the specific merchant's needs or customize an existing one to align with their merchant's unique brand, or create a theme that meet many merchants' needs. There's one size fit all solutions. Okay, so then I look at the theme architecture, which is the folder structure where you have assets, configurations, layout, local, sections, snippets, templates, and customer. So this is to understand is the theme and, well, understand that those theme developers that are having tremendous success is when they build a theme with a merchant profile in mind. Makes sense. So then I look at the page anatomy. What you have is the layout. Here is where all the templates get rendered, and templates control what's rendered of each type of page on a theme. So here's when you define certain specific behaviors or functionality that makes sense in that type of page. So for example, uh, let's say you want to uh, add a so let's say you want to allow the customers to add a product to their car. You can use the four tag product type that allows you to do that. Again, all of these specific functionality, some of them Shopify provide to you, or you have to create them. So the most common uh, operations or functionality to run or to start, or from the idea to start selling and running your business, Shopify provide is this set of type pages. So meaning, so you have things like article, blog, index, collections, card, gift cards, 404, the arrow page, um, customer page like orders, register, reset password, billing address, as well as the serve page for your entire theme. And then I look at something called section groups, okay, where for templates, you must have at least one type of templates where you can now customize or you can create several variants for that. So in order to render, for example, the product page, you need at least one template. The same for search, article, blog, you name it. Okay. And also for the meta object, which is kind of beyond the scope of the video, beyond the scope of this video. So the whole point of that is that recognizes you can create web page using meta objects, which are objects that add additional informations to existing data. So in any case, then I look at the section group, which is JSON files that list all of the sections and blocks, and also the order in which they're going to display in the settings or additional settings. So sections, after all, are reusable liquid files that theme developers can use to reuse model of contents when merchants can customize them without touching the code base. Meaning, So is you let's say you want to display is image and text in a section. You as a theme developer, you build that and show options that merchants can go with, set the text or change the image or a display order. Okay, and this is just a basic example of what you can do here when using sections and blocks, which are reusable model of contents that are inside on the sections where now merchants can add, remove, or reorder elements within that section. So this makes a lot of sense. This is also the foundation of the page. So if you want to add a particular functionality to your theme, you can use or you should use one of these or a liquid template file for a section, or blog, or snippets. Uh, and for adding here features that are specific to your customer, you can rely is on objects or API that Shopify provide to you. So when you want to now make your theme uh, in the sections much more modular, so you want to create reusable model of content, or you want to make your code reusable, as well as control the theme appearance and behaviors. You can do that by offering is settings and uh, by the by leaving all of your files inside of the snippets. Okay, if you want to offer a translation under the local folder where you have this set of translation as a string, and for CSS and JavaScript files under the asset folder. When it comes to allow merchants to customize your themes to meet a particularly buying experience for their customers, you can just create or a particular settings for sections which are modular, or you can create a general setting at the theme level where merchants can add dynamic content to that. And now, once you want to distribute your theme or theme distribution, you can do that or by pack your entire thing into a zip file and then on the merchant store, so download that, or using the Shopify GitHub integration, which is fairly much more great because now you have, for example, GitHub to use as a repository, so you can connect that through the Shopify admin dashboard, and that is something good. It's actually for the development side. It's actually speed up that development process, uh, as well as the management style, or especially the dev guy, the dev gal, the dev team can use GitHub, uh, and for that they must use something called staff account. So they cannot use a collaborator account for doing that Shopify GitHub integration or this GitHub integration with Shopify. They must use a staff account. Or you can deploy your theme through the Shopify CLI, the command line interface. All right, cool, 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 cool. Very, very cool. Because with this, all right, um, how you can build your business building themes. The most common task is theme customizations. So you let a merchant uh, or a merchant let you to customize their particular themes to meet their unique brand experience for their customers. You can find So as a Shopify partner, you can get into the Shopify directory, but recently or until November 2023, they're not receiving any requests. So, okay, too bad. However, there are other markets that you can offer that service, no problem. Or the building bespoke merchants store or merchant themes and stores. So, for example, a particular merchant commission you to create is a theme from scratch, or you have a client that is new to the platforms and you can build their online store as well as customize their theme for their to create this unique buying experience for the customers, uh, while hands off the store to their to your merchants and receiving a recurring revenue from that. So there's some requirements that Shopify partners and developers, Shopify partners and merchants must follow in order to receive this affiliate program. Okay, okay, cool, cool. Because, okay, because, mm, 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 mm. So because of that, sorry, another way of how you can build your business with Shopify themes is by creating is a theme and deploy them to the theme store. So for that, you must meet strict requirements. So you must meet technical uh, support merchants requirements to be eligible. So in order to make your thing eligible, you must meet this particular criteria. Or you can build apps that extends the themed functionality. So for example, Shopify app theme extension, something that I have experienced here. Okay, and my last client actually built his entire business around that. Okay, makes sense. And that sounds interesting. That sounds very, very interesting. So after I look at this, okay, what is the Shopify theme development? What are the activities that you can do? The theme architecture, the page anatomy, well, how you can include features to your themes and how you can make those features be reusable or control the theme's appearance and behavior in a much more easy way. Uh, how you can is define localization or translation, and when it comes to the appearance and behaviors, how you can define all of your code in one single file or under a single folder, the assets, to allow merchants to customize their theme. Okay, what are the things that you can allow them to do that through sections at the section level, right? Or meaning or this reusable model of content, okay, through at the section level or at the theme level. Okay, and when it comes to deploy or to distribute this theme to your merchants, you can do that is or by sending the zip file to them, and then they install that on their online store, or by connecting to their online store through a Shopify staff account through their admin dashboard, where you can connect is using GitHub uh, to their Shopify admin, which is because I have experience working with GitHub repository. So yes, the entire thing here is much more easy to do. So it is a streamlined process to do that. Okay. Uh, or you can deploy your theme to the theme store. Okay, when it comes to now building your business, okay, so now once you know all of this, so if you want to build your business with themes, well, or theme customization, which is by far the most common task you can do. So a merchant tells you, hey, I would like you to optimize or perhaps customize my themes so that align to my brand guidelines. Okay, or you can create a theme bespoke. You can so building a bespoke themed and store. Okay, so a merchants tell you, hey, I want you to create this theme for me. Okay, so I'm commissioning you to build the themes based on this particular guidelines. Da, 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 da. All right. Or if a client is new to Shopify as well, you can help them to set up their store, customize their online theme, and hands over the store to your merchants and earn a commission from that. So based on all of the two activities here, which is the set up a store and customize their themes, once you hand over that to the merchants, now you're going to receive is a commission for that. Okay, you must also follow certain criteria for that. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's the entire goal of this. Or you can build themes uh, to deploy them on the theme store. Okay, build thing or yeah, build things for theme store. And here you must meet a strict uh, technical. Okay, something that they mention here. You must meet technical. I would like to stick with that word. Okay, so technical, exactly. So here you must meet the strict technical maintenance and support requirements. Okay, because after all, this thing will be used for millions of merchants or one or million. All right, so you must meet this strict. So you must meet this strict technical maintenance and support requirements that Shopify set. Or you can create applications that extend the themed functionality, right? So by looking this four way of how you can build your business around Shopify themes, and now that you can understand broadly speaking and having a bigger, so once you know the bigger picture here with this, okay, is that okay, then now I can choose which niche I can start with, I can go with, right? So then this is the getting started. So then I'm going to get it started here. Build a new theme or customize a theme. And they offer a tool and best practice and reference, that particular on the theme overview. They also provide is this tool best practice in reference. Okay, so tool best practice and reference. Uh, so now finally, let's go to build a new theme. Okay, so create a theme. So they provide here things like tools, best practice, and so tools, best practice, and reference. hmm So tools, best practice, and reference. I would like to leave this. Please provide me this link for that. Is here. Okay. All right. So when it comes to now, finally build a theme here. Build a new theme. So you're ready to create a new theme. You might be asking yourself, how can I quickly set up my development environment and start coding? I am quite familiar with that. In this tutorial, you will use a Shopify CLI and Dawn to create a new theme and upload it to Shopify. That's the entire reason that I want to do here. Okay, that's the reason I want to do here. What? So creating a theme, right? So creating or create a theme. Exactly. They use this. Let me use ChatGPT here to identify which verb they're using. Okay. Mm-hmm. Identify which verb, which verb, which verb time is being used. So which verb time is in the following sentence? Using an imperative mode, which is used to give commands and make requests. Exactly. In terms of verb tense, the imperative move doesn't explicitly indicate specific time. It's more about giving a directive. Okay. So this verb here is more giving a directive. Create a thing. Do it. Exactly. Okay. All right. Yes, do. Of course. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Create a theme. That's right. Do it. Create a theme. Shopify theme development. Workspaces. Getting started. Getting started. Exactly. Okay, so getting started. Exactly. Create a theme. Okay. So in this tutorial, and I would like to copy all of this because in fact I wanted to see which sentence are you using that I can reuse them and see how the copywriters are actually making this. It's actually doing a reverse engineering of the copywriting process as well. So you're ready to create a new theme. You might be asking yourself, how can I quickly set up my environment? You might be asking. So you might be asking, how can I quickly set up my set up my development environment? Okay, how can I quickly set up my development environment for and start coding based on all the things that I already know? Okay, and start coding. So in this tutorial, I'm gonna learn, or I will. Okay, I'm gonna learn uh, how to use Shopify, the Shopify CLI, something that I have experience with, in exactly use Shopify CLI in Dawn to create new themes and load it to Shopify. In Dawn theme, okay, in Dawn theme, all right. In Dawn to create a new theme, Okay, done to create a new theme to publish or to upload it to Shopify, the Shopify store. Okay, all right, perfect, perfect. So what you learn after you finish this tutorial, you will have accomplished the following: set up your local development environment here. Okay, clone down Shopify reference themes, preview change made to your local code. All right, hot mode reload, that kind of thing, and push theme code to your Shopify store and publish your theme. This is exactly the series of steps that I want to learn. Uh, so in this tutorial, again, these series of steps will be repeated over and over and over and over, especially if you're creating a theme, or some of them if you're working with a theme, if you're customizing a theme. Okay. You may wonder why this is important. Well, that's right. Set up your local development environment here. That's right. Set up your local development environment here. Clone down Shopify's reference themes. Preview changes made to your local code. Okay. So in this tutorial, you will accomplish the following. In this tutorial, you will know how to set up your local environment. Exactly. Set up a local dev environment. Okay. Clone down Shopify themes reference. Clone down. Exactly. Clone down, which is the Shopify theme reference. Customer. Okay. Preview changes made to your local code. Preview change to your local host or to your local code, local host, local code, and push the theme. Okay, push uh, clone preview and push. You will know how to push a theme to Shopify store. Push theme code to your Shopify store. Okay, two things here. Push push your theme, push your push your theme to a Shopify exactly. So push your theme to your Shopify store and publish and and publish 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 it. So this is the fourth thing that I'm gonna see in this tutorial. Okay, on how to create a theme. In order to know how to actually get my hands dirty in this kind of environments. Especially, well, to set up my environment and start coding. Okay, so start coding here is here we're gonna learn is how to set up my development environment. Uh, Clone the DOM's reference, a Shopify theme reference, a clone DOM, a Shopify theme reference. preview change in your local code. Okay, this hot mode reload process, uh, and then how you can push, or yeah, so push your theme to your Shopify store and then publish it. Okay, so here we have his 5 step here. So 5 common step that we have to do. So we got is the Shopify.dev theme store like that. Talk about your brand, Shopify theme in it. Requirement: if you want to use a development store to build a theme, then create or log in the Shopify partner accounts, and then create a development store. We recommend using developer store for this tutorial, of course. The URL of the store that you want to work on, such as youngappeal.myshopify.com. Okay, and you have a collaborator account or staff account with the managed theme permissions or theme permissions for that. Okay, you have a collaborator account or staff account, in this case a staff account, with managed theme permission or theme permissions for the store that you want to work on, or you are the store owner. Okay, I would like to go with this staff account preferably, because I know how to be a store owner. Okay, you can use a development store or plus sandbox store with Shopify CLI. You need to be the store owner or have a staff account on the store. Exactly, or have a staff account on the store. Staff account are created automatically the first time you access the development store with your partner staff account through the partner dashboard. Installations requirement: Mac or Windows, Node. I already have. 18 or higher. Ruby DevKit 3.0 installing using Ruby installing for Windows. Okay, but if you're using this, actually I'm going to use is the WSL, Node, Ruby development environment, Ruby Dev, Ruby Devel, Git, Serial, GCC, the compilers, and Make. Okay, so the Shopify partner account here. There you get it. Create a Shopify account. No, I don't want to create one. In fact, okay. Uh, Shopify partner. Okay, I just want to create is using is this. Remind me later because this is the for development. To continue the Shopify partners. Okay, I can create a new partner account here called what is the main way you plan to use Shopify? Building a new Shopify store for client, building apps for no, providing service, building custom apps, building theme for Shopify theme store. Okay, building theme for the Shopify theme store, selling products. No, is selling here, and that's right. I think it will. Okay. No, instead of creating a new one, they're gonna rely on existing partner. So for example, this. Okay, yeah. So I can create a store here. So if you want to use development store here, create a development store. There you get it. Create a development store to build and test your theme. And click on the stores and add a store here. So for the store, you can create is a store here. So create a development store is recommended. Okay, for this case. Okay, that's right. Create a development store. create development store here, and in the development store new section, select create store to test and build. Create a store to test and build. This is you want to create now a development store to build and test your theme. Okay, to build and test your theme, you'll be able to transfer ownership and earn commissions. That's one of the way of how you can earn money or to build your business around Shopify themes. Create store to test and build, choosing a different build starting with test data or okay, exactly. Here is to build starting with test data or installing custom features will make this store non-transferable. Okay, because after all this is for testing. All right, yep. Mm-hmm. And then create a development store. We recommend using a development store for this tutorial. That's right. Create a development store. Create store to test and build. In the store details section, enter the name of your store. Store detail here. The store URL that you want to work is this, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh, okay, so Jones Apparel. Store URL is unavailable. 101. Okay. This Shopify.com URL can be changed, but you can always add a custom domain. Which build do you want to test? Choose a build that you want to use. If you select the developer preview, then you can select a developer preview version from the drop-down list. Development stores that use developer preview can be transferred to a merchant. Or installing custom features will make this. So choosing a different build, starting with test data, or installing custom features will make this store non-transferable. Choosing a different build, starting with test data, or installing custom features will make this store non-transferable. Developer preview. If available, developer preview gives you early access to new features to test in advance. No. Okay. To access to new features to test in advance, of course, non-transferable. Okay. This is living in the edge. No thanks. Data and configuration. Choosing a starting configuration for your store. Start with an empty store and start with test data. Non-transferable. Create a store with default settings and no pre-populated resources. In this case, I will need to, under data and configurations, choose whether to start with an empty store or a store that's populated with test data generated by Shopify. Store that start with generated tests can be transferred to a merchant. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, because right now what we care about is only the theme development. Okay, so what we care about is only the theme development, which is good. So that's right. And click create development store for that. So when you're done working on a development store, you can achieve this. All right. So I already created this store. Now this is the admin here for that. We're getting access to our store here. And there you got it. Okie dokie, my friend. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Add page to your store and add a custom domain. Okay, so once I create a development store for a client, and this is create a store for a client, when you're done working on the development store, you can hand it off to a client or archive it. Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. Okay. Do you have a collaborator or staff account with the managed theme permission or theme permission for store? So, if you take a look at this, you can add staff accounts to your store and give them permissions that they need to complete tasks like adding product or managing order. Where I can add this? So permissions, you can add staff account, managing staff. You can add staff to your store so that your staff can complete tasks in your Shopify admin. You can give permission to your staff to allow you to manage what store staff can view and what they can do in your Shopify admin or Shopify POS. The pricing plan that your store is on determines how many staff you can add, in addition to the store owner. By default, staff has no permission and need to be given permissions. Okay. So there are some actions that only store owner has permission to do. Careful consider which permissions you give to your staff. For security reasons, only one staff login per staff. Only create one staff login per staff. Yep. Some permissions enable to start the access to a private store and customer data. So okay, the question is that how you can add a staff here. You can add a staff account to your Shopify store to let staff log in as separate user. You add a staff, you need to be store owner or you have the edit permission and add or remove staff permissions. If you want to add who can log into your admin and to Shopify POS, to add POS only staff, then you need to manage point of sale permissions and that requires Shopify POS. Step 1. From settings, user permissions. So meaning is here settings, user and permissions, and this is where you can create. Okay, staff. Interesting. Okay, interesting. Click add staff. Enter the staff member's full name, and it is displayed on any government issue ID and their email. Mhm. Do either of the following. Select which permission you want to give to the staff member. To give the staff member all available permissions, select all. Click send invite. To that particular, okay. Interesting. So here I can say, hey, I want to add this staff. So it'll be called with my name. That's right. Okay. And this, right? So here I can give all the permissions to this. Interesting. Meaning all of the areas that this staff can access: home, orders, draft order, product, gift card, content, customers, analytics, marketing, discount, online store. For example, online store, themes, edit themes, blog posts and navigation. That's right. Users. Okay, makes sense. Edit permissions, app development, view apps developed by staff and collaborator, store settings, manage settings, taxes and duties, locations, domains, view customer events, as well as finance. Hmm. App permission, manage and install app and channels. Okay. And point of sales, access to the point of sale. Set up new or updated POS device. Okay, that's interesting. That's very, very, very interesting. Hmm. You create and delete campaigns, analytics. Uh-huh. You create and delete campaigns, analytics, customer, and content. Meta obvious definition, entries, gift card, products, draft orders, and orders. View manage order information, edit line items, apply discount, set payments term, charge credit card, charge voucher, vaulted card, mark as paid, capture payment, fulfill and ship, buy shipping labels, return funds, return refunds, cancel export, delete. Okay, all right, okay. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay, so what I'm doing here is just creating is pins. Staff pins up to 6 digits are not available. Make sure POS devices are updated. Hmm. Staff need unique 4 to 6 digit pin to access the point of sale app. Generate random pin. Hmm. Hmm. Full permission, unlimited permission. So once I send this, okay, by confirming the sensitive permission, the user will have access to action that could significantly affect to your store. The users can also assign these permissions to other users. End permissions, edit billing payments method and pay invoice, manage other payment methods. Okay, edit permissions because I give him this user. Edit permission, edit permission. Okay, because I give it to it. And the other is finance. View billing and receiving billing emails. What is the other? End billing payment method and pay invoice. Manage other payment methods. Yep. So right. Oh my god. Come on, man. Enter the current password to continue. Mm-hmm. Your current password for this store. Hmm. Because it's not this. That's right. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So finance store settings, have developing users as well as an online store. There you got it. No point of sales. Manage and install apps and channels. Manage flow and geolocation. Send invite. That's right. So once I navigate to my own email, all right. Here we'll be able to see is this. Oh, okay. That was interesting. Okay, that was actually fast. hmm Your invite link expired. Your link is no longer available. Because I already sent a new one, which is this. Okay, open up here, my friend. And then he say, hey, which account would you like to use? Well, you like to use this. For example, remind me next time here. Uh, Please, I would like to continue with this another account. So staff, accept staff invitation, accept invite. That's right. And now I am getting into their Shopify admin as a staff with a set of permissions. Okay? Holy moly. And there you got it. Right, staff invitation accepted. Cool. And this is exactly what I want. Generated test data. Blah, blah, blah. Mhm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okie dokie. All right. Okay. So all of that. So, oh my god. All of this process was just to describe all of those time was just to describe specific process in how actually I learned how to create staff account as a store owner, and now how can I get access as a staff member to this uh, to the Shopify admin dashboard. Okay, interesting. Okay, interesting. Holy F. Do you have a collaborator account or staff account with the managed team permission or theme permissions to the store that you want to work on? Or you're a store owner? In my particular case, I prefer to act as a staff account. So I know which staff account actually use for that. So in fact, let me use a notepad for this because this is actually good. Pretty good, pretty cool. Okay, now recipe data. Let me create a new file here. Recipe kit. So this is the email I'm using here for that. That's right, cool. And 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 well, you have a collaborator account or a staff account with the managed team permissions, and there you go. Installation requirement for Shopify CLI, blah, blah, macOS, Windows, Linux, blah, 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 and there you go. Okay. All right. All of that was just to know the requirements, create a development store, or let to or ask permission or ask a staff account to your clients, your merchants, so you can have access to that with things permission. Okay, and also as a store owner, I know, meaning as a merchant, I know where I need to go. So go to the settings, users. Okay, so go to the settings, even though they mention here. So go to the settings, user and permission, and then create a staff account. Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. Interesting. So now this is the installation requirement for Shopify CLI because I'm going to use this Windows Subsystem, Windows Subsystem Linux for that. Well, I want to get access to this instance, by the way. To this, you got it. I think there should be some issue with image. You already, oh, okay, we have some issue with the image here. This is an issue that I need to fix. Okay, so fix image loading. Fix image loading in terminal. Okay, fix image loading in terminal. Or fixed icon. In this case it's icon, not image icon. That's a fixed icon loading in terminal, like that. All right, cool. So because I'm gonna use Linux as my OS. Okay, which no version I'm using, what the heck, which no version I'm using, nvm no version manager here is like nvm list. All right. Okay. nvm use this. All right. Hydrogen. Okay. nvuse install here. nvuse install lts hydrogen. All right. You got it. And I want to, after that, uninstall is that version. So nvn remove, I think it is. No, uninstall. Uninstall the version 18, 16, by the way. Please be my guess. All right. Oh, come on, man. What about now? Still has the same issue. Cannot uninstall, incorrect permission on installation on an incorrect permission on installation folder. Question is nvm. Okay. I already do this. But it's like it's not working. List this. Show me here. Versions and node. Anyway, okay. This is another thing that I need to fix. Fix and fix node or uninstall node version, so node 18. So uninstall node 18.16 version. Permissions denied. Okay. Awesome. Anyway, here we are. Okay, I already installed Node, Ruby. Okay, I think I have Ruby installed. Ruby release this. Download here. What if I want to? Because you need to install this in tar. Okay, so Ruby version 3.2.2 release. Okay, 2023 330. Yep, I got the latest version of Ruby, which is great. This programming language. What is a programmer best friend? Ruby Dev, Ruby Devil. Question is, do I have this? Ruby Dev and Ruby Devil. Ruby developing environment. How the F do I know that I have this? Hmm. Ruby Dev. How do I know that I have this? Ruby Dev. Ruby Dev in Ubuntu. Ubuntu package. Okay. Ruby Dev. Okay. So I don't have that. So npm. No. I am on OS. I am on Linux. Okay. So APA install this. It say, hey, you are not allowed that. What in the F? Could not open file here. Var libdib here. Permission denied. Question is that why do I need to install using this? So I'm installing this like that, but could not log file, particularly here. I know there's some permission, but specifically for that, yeah, but why? It's like mm, exactly, no, yeah, but exactly, it's like who in the F is accessing to that? So no one is accessing, but log file. But this is on Debian. Mm. Hmm. Okay. Please install that. Okay, I already installed the development environment. Okay. So yeah, I installed the development environment as well as the Ruby Devil. Okay, another package here. Do I have this package? That's the question. Nope. Ruby Devils. Unable to locate Ruby Devils. Ruby Dev or Ruby Dev. All right. I already have Git. Yep. Git this version distribute version control system. I already have CRL. That's right. No, for real. Yeah, oh my god. So advanced protocol tooling install this. Oh my god. But what is read and state? Look to locate package CRL. Question: how do I install this? Because this is for C command line tool for library, but I want to see if I have this. Install Linux or Ubuntu, yeah, particularly. Or how to test that. Exactly, bash command was not found. Root privilege, yes. So install this. Update your runbox. Update your Ubuntu runbox. Okay. It's going to update and upgrade my Ubuntu so that I get the latest version of all of the soon. Okay. I get the latest version of all of this. So I don't need to update that. And there you got it. Mm-hmm. And then next install CRL sudo advanced packing protocol install CRL. But it's because it's serial. Okay. Serial set to manual install CRL. I already have that. That's right. Install. What is the next package? The compiler. I think I should have this compiler. apt advanced packaging protocol install gcc. What about gcc? Question. Beware. Which package are you installing exactly? Is I am installing here is the compiler gcc GNU compiler collection. GNU compiler collections include frontend for C and C++, Objective-C, Fortran, Ada, Go, and D. Include frontends is a compiler as well as library for this language. This is GCC was originally written as the compiler for the GNU operation system. Exactly. It's a compiler for GNU operating system. The GNU system was developed to be 100% free software. Free in the sense that it respects to the user's freedom. We strive to provide in sense that is respect the user's freedom. Oh my god. Anyway, we strive to provide regular high quality release, which we want to work well on a variety of native and cross target, including GNU, Linux, encourage everyone to contribute chance to this. So, but this is the compiler for GNU operating system, right? hmm But question, GNU Emacs, GNU operating system. So, GNU OS, Linux. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. GNU. Exactly. BSD. Solaris in macOS. Mm-hmm. GNU. Anyway, so yeah, this is part of Unix. Okay, an open ground standard, and then you have Unix like this OS. All right, Unix, 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 GNU. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. GNU. So in any case, so yeah, I need to install the compiler for GNU OS or Unix like, for example, Linux, Mac OS. So I already installed this, as well as the GCC, which is the compiler. But it's a C++, it's a compiler for C++ programs. Exactly. So I need to install is the compiler of, exactly. I need to install the compiler here, the compiler for C++ programs, which translate is these high level instructions, human readable, into binary code. All right, the compiler here is something called make, which I think this make, all right, and make from Linux. It's not Linux, it's anyway. We get make. GNU makes exactly. Make is a program. Please provide me this on English, my friend. Ecuador. Make. Okay, exactly. In the context of software engineering, please make this happen. In software development, make is a build automation tool that builds executable programs and libraries from source code by reading files called make files, which specify how to derive the target program. Interesting. Through integrated developing environments and language specific compilers, features can also be used to manage a build process. Make remains widely used, especially in Unix and Unix like OS. Make can be used to manage any project where some files need to be updated automatically from others, whether the other changes in addition to build programs. Again, but this is a build automation tool. A build automation tools for what? For programs and libraries com- built from source code. Okay, interesting, interesting. And when you talk about source code, is this binary, right? Source code is simply the code, uh, or okay, reading using readable, using a human readable, usually a plain text. The source code of a program is especially designed to facilitate the work of a computer programmers who specify the actions to be performed by a computer, mostly by writing source code. The source code is often transformed in exactly. The source code is often transformed by an assembler or compiler into binary machine code. Exactly, but so the source code refer is to this high level language or the text base uh, that facilitate programmers, which is one of the fucked up things that you know what you know what you know what is pretty fucked up of all of this. A faggot built the mother world. Wow, that sounds very very offensive. So Alan Turing, okay, considered as the father of computer, was a mathematician, logic, a cryptographer, as well as philosopher and biology. Oh my god. Why not surprised, man? Why I'm not surprised, man? John Clark. Mm, what the hell is even this? Anyway, I know I can show this kind of thing. This is John Elizabeth Lothar Murray. Hmm. Interesting. Anyway, so yeah, so John Clark and Alan Turing. So Alan Turing created this way of talk to circuits, electrons in a way that allows us to automate certain process. Okay, powerful. So, for example, automate is how can we record inventory? For example, how can we keep track of inventory? That kind of thing. Okay, so it solves real life problems. Uh, all right. So the source code, right? So make is this build automation tools that builds uh, or that build executable programs from source code. Mhm. That build executable programs for source code. So this is a build tool. Example of build tools, for example, in the web we have is Webpack. This is a build tool or rollup. All right. So what it does is to transform huge amount of assets, JavaScript, CSS, HTML, SVG, PNG, image formats, audio formats, into something that can be understood by the browser. So here make what it does is to Provide is a build tool it's an automation build tools to it's an automation build tool build that builds executable program. This is the output executable program binary code from libraries and source code. Interesting. All right. Okay. Cool. 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 Completely. Completely. So now that I installed that, okay, step one, install Shopify CLI. Okay, we can install through Brew or Windows and Linux npm. Shopify CLI, a command line tool, help you to build Shopify themes. It lets you preview, test, and share changes to themes while developing locally. Follow the instruction below to install Shopify CLI on Mac OS, Windows, or Linux. Windows and Linux npm. To install Shopify CLI for themes, install the Shopify CLI or Shopify themes. No package globally use the command line. So if I use, for example, Brew here, Brew, I don't know if I have that installed here. I think I have, I don't know. Please stop. I want us to know how to update Brew. Update, which is another package manager or homebrew. Okay, is another package manager. The most significant change since 4 are significant improvement to security, reliability, performance, usability of Homes 4.0. Okay, but I want to look at this. Install, how does Homebrew do? Install Homebrew, paste that in Mac OS Terminal or Linux Shell prompt. The missing package manager for Mac OS or Linux. But this is alright. This is for Mac OS or Linux. Interesting. The question: how do you update, bro? ChatGPT, ChatGPT, the rescue. How to update Homebrew in Linux? Okay. It's a package manager usually common, but it's not designed for Linux. On Linux, a popular package manager is apt. Yeah, but re-update. Okay, but it's exactly macOS and Homebrew. Alright, alright. Windows and Linux here. So let me go with this here. So npm install, hey, no package manager. Yes, I want to install this globally. So the Shopify, using the @Shopify CLI, as well as come on, @Shopify theme. All right. So no package manager. What it does is behind the scenes is npm. What it means exactly? You got it. What it means at in the beginning. That's right. In the beginning of a package, right? So what it means at in the beginning of a package, of the beginning of a npm package. Is a package signify that package is a scope. Scope package are the way to group related npm package. Okay, scope package. Okay, a scope package is a way to group together exactly. Okay, scope package. Okay, so it's a way to group several related libraries or package. Okay, scope using this. Alright, so once I install all of this, alright, so initialize a new theme using DOM, Shopify theme init to clone that. Okay, so all of this was to install Shopify, CLI, as well as Shopify theme. And this actually means that the using is the npm scope, meaning this is a way for npm to group several several related package uh, under a name. Here will save character, no landing dots or underscore. In using a package name, scopes are preceded by @ symbol and following by a slash. So installing scope package is this. Requiring scope package. There's nothing special about the way Node treats scope package folder. This simply requires the my package. Okay. As 2015 419 and with npm 2 or better, the primary npm registry does support scope package. Okay, publishing a scope package to the primary npm. So this is just a way to group related package based on a user, on an author, or an organization. Interesting. Interesting. In this case, the organization Shopify. So you have the CLI as well as the theme. Makes sense. Makes sense. And now initialize a new theme using DOM. So Shopify theme init to clone the Git repository to your local machine. So by installing now this command, Shopify init theme or Shopify theme init, sorry, Shopify theme init, okay, name the new theme, okay, DOM is Shopify reference themes built for performance, flexibility, and easy to use. You can use the DOM as a starting point for building a theme. If you're building a theme for the Shopify theme store, then you can use a DOM as a starting point. However, the theme that you submit needs to be substantially different from DOM so that it provides added value for users. Learn about the ways you can use DOM. So in the terminal, navigate to the working directory where you want to clone DOM. Okay, to the working directory where you want to clone that. And enter the following command. So here, let me get access to the personal. No, here, see the test. That's right. And here's when I'm going to do this. Shopify theme. Come on. Shopify theme init. And now he will ask me a name for this. Integrate harmony theme. It's like Castellar theme, or to be more specific to what I want to do, because they don't tell me any name here. You're prone to enter a new name, such as my new theme, then theme is cloned into a folder with the same name. After the theme is cloned, navigate to the folder, cd my new theme. Okay, lack of creativity, no problem. My new theme here Okay, so now what it's doing is cloning the DOM, the Shopify theme reference locally. So I should be able now to navigate to my new theme, or in this case, to be more specific here, okay. You can also use git the init command to clone a theme from another Git repository. Mm-hmm. For the sake of the tutorial, it's going to keep things simple. And start a local development server. After you initialize your theme, you can run Shopify theme dev to interact with the theme in the browser. Yep, Shopify theme dev. I am quite familiar with the Shopify app dev. Okay, so run this command to log in the Shopify partner, press any key in the browser. He will actually open that's right. Now he will ask me to, that's right, I'm getting here. But it's an error coming from bundle installed. Command failed with exit code 17. Bundle installed could not load OpenSSL. You must recompile Ruby with OpenSSL support. Okay. 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 You must. Interesting. Remove get stable. This worked for me. Brew install leave while. But this is for how old? Oh my god. 10 years. When was the last time it was updated? No. Okay. This in theory is supposed to work. Sudo apt install select dev like this. Alright. What about if I want to run this, the Shopify theme dev? Clone it, but it wasn't able to do. Bundle install. It's because I don't even have that RLV. But this is for Mac. It's because I didn't have that command, Ruby environment. Gem update. Make. All right. Error unknown pseudo. The assembler. Yeah, because my main issue is with that. Because my main issue is with that. How to install Ruby 3? No. How all of are this? Brew install open this. Okay. I assume no, it's because I assume that I installed Ruby here. I assume that I installed Ruby here. That's what happened. I assume that I installed Ruby here. Exactly. On Linux Unix, you can use the package manager system on your distribution or third-party tools like RMV. Exactly. It's because I didn't install this. Simply manage your app Ruby environment with his. On system with Homebrew Package Manager, the using Package Manager method is recommended. Okay. Mm-hmm. Exactly, it's because I assumed that, my friend. It's because I assumed that here. Keep assuming, bro. Keep assuming, bro. Keep assuming things, bro. hmm So once I download this, okay. All right. Okay, to my bash profile. Set a homebrew source bash. This is to run. Okay, Ruby Environment Manager. Okay, Ruby Environment Manager. It's like it's a version manager tool. Ruby version manager. Okay. Jesus. So now you open this here. Okay. And once you do this, install Ruby versions. Okay. Exactly. Okay. So I'm using is this setting here, entering into my new themes, and run this command Shopify theme init. I mean is theme def, because I don't have any running instance right now. Use the version. So you must recompile Ruby with OpenSSL support. That's what happened. Okay, no problem. So that'll be all for this video. Okay, this is another thing that I have to do. Okay, so recompile, recompile Ruby with OpenSSL, SSL support. And for that, that'll be all for this video. Take care. Bye.